Okay, please subscribe to this channel, please like this video, and please make a comment down in the comment section. I know I haven't been around lately, I've had a couple of things on my plate, but I'm back with some more comedy. Today we're going to talk about the dating apps, the likes of an eHarmony, Match.com, Bumble, and Tinder. And I'll give you a quick story. I recently signed up for eHarmony again in around December. And I gotta tell you, I was on the phone with the representatives from eHarmony and I said, listen, I want to, dip my toe in the water and give it a try again. And I just want to maybe do it for a month or two just to, this is post-COVID, to see what's out there and maybe take a look. They were like jackals. They would not, no matter what I said, no matter what angle I took, let me try it for just a couple of months for a moderate price, like $20, $30. They wanted me to sign up for an entire year for over $180. And at the time, I looked at this from all lenses, and I very reluctantly signed up for a year. It was a bill of $180 around the holidays. Again, I was incredibly unsure about it, but I ultimately pulled the trigger. And I gotta tell you something. 2 months in, 3 months in, eHarmony has become a wasteland. There are so many bogus profiles. There's so much nonsense on there. There's so many people who just aren't really interested in a real relationship like me. It's become like worse than a Tinder or worse than a Bumble. It's terrible. I mean, I didn't get too many hits, and the hits I got, a lot of them turned out to be bogus, and I just felt like I was hoodwinked out of my money. So, long story short, I emailed eHarmony a very professional letter about, I put in a couple of important things in there, and ultimately they prorated my money, but I had to really, I'm trained on how to do this, so I had to write a letter that was hit every single point that would make them give my money back immediately, because according to their contract, if you pay them, you ain't getting a dime back. And it was terrible. And let me tell you something, Tinder and Bumble, I mean, I've been on there here and there, and it's just all nonsense. You can't see the person, you see one picture, most of the profiles are bogus, maybe 1 out of 10,000 is real, and it's probably a lousy one. The point is that these dating apps stink, they're out to get your money, and I wouldn't recommend them. In the past, I did get some luck through the dating app and met someone wonderful and at one point, but ultimately, it's just nonsense. I mean, maybe you'll get lucky with that needle in a haystack, but it's pretty much nonsense. Do yourself a favor and go out into the real world, even though COVID and coronavirus, maybe find some sort of a way, or get a hookup through a friend, or a link up through a friend, and see if you can find someone that way, because these dating apps, they're terrible. Just terrible. Really. That eHarmony for $180 was terrible. Thank God I had the flash of genius to write them that letter and get, almost, not all of, but a good solid amount of my money. But that was a lot of money. They're terrible. Just terrible.